And then there was one more ledge, and that is it. Man, I barely had enough, no joke. I'll show you the bag when I get done. There's hardly anything in it. There's enough for some little touch-up. Like I'm gonna need some touch-up. Well, you never know. You never know. In fact, I might not even have enough in this pan to finish this little bit here. I might have to use the rest that I have. I think I got enough, just barely. And see, that's why I put that masking tape right along the edge of the tub, so I didn't get this stuff all over the place, you know. Yep. Ugh. I might have to mix up some more. I don't think I have enough in my pan to finish this last little bit. Whenever you mix up your mud, always try to use everything you got. Because had I not done that on this job, I may not have had enough. See, I may have to put some more over that. I gotta let that dry really good, because that's already kind of depressed a little bit. I want to be careful with that. I might have to go back over that with just my knife. You know, flush with the tub and let it dry, and then take some off with the sponge. See, that fills it up better. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I may have to mix up just a little bit more. I wasn't kidding when I said I hardly had any left. Well, I'm going to show you how much I got left. That much. That's all I got left out of a 10-gallon or 10-pound container. Jeez. Wow, I was sweating it there for a minute. I wasn't quite sure if I was going to get it done or not without having to go to the store, and guess what? The store's closed. I'm going to have to let this dry all the way, and then I'll take my scouring side on this and be very gentle in here. And I want it so I can still move the grout around by just scrubbing it a little bit, because I've got to take off just a hair off of there. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that to dry, let's just talk about the shower head for a minute. I'm glad I didn't fill that up with grout right there. Sometimes tile guys do that, and then you have an escutcheon trim that fits around that. But see, that one is a finished piece. This one here is the finished rod, and somebody screwed that in there and they forgot to put the escutcheon trim on that fits on there. Plus, the nipple, the female threads that are on the back side of that, it should have been flush with the wall. Well, it's inset about maybe an inch or an inch and a half, because this rod, see how it angles from about right here and then down? It should be coming out of the wall further. And so because the plumbing is already there, what I'm probably going to have to do is try to find a longer extension shower nipple right there. Maybe come out a little bit further, then down, or something, you know. Or if I can't find that, I have to take the actual head off and get an escutcheon trim, put that on there. Before I put the trim on, you know, whatever's decided, once this goes on, whether it's this or another piece, then this whole area in here can be filled up with caulking, you know, silicone caulking, and then the escutcheon trim can be put on. So that'll work just fine. And now this trim is going to fit on there, and see, I wanted to take that off. That way I could take the grout all the way to the edge everywhere and get it all finished. Plus, I'll have it all sealed nicely before the trim goes back on. Because I didn't want to have, you know, I didn't want that on there and then have to go around all that. That would have looked crappy around there. There's no way you could have finished it properly. Okay, so take that off before you do anything. And then this, here's the tub nipple, and the tub spout actually sticks out further, and I think they just put this nipple in just to put it in so that the tile guys had something to cut around. So this nipple is not the right length. I'm going to have to get the tub spout and then figure out everything, and that pipe nipple is probably going to have to come out, and a longer one's going to have to be installed. So another good reason not to fill this around, you know, all the gap there with grout, because you may have to take this out. Now granted, if there was grout there, you could undo this and the grout would probably stay there. But I'd rather put silicone around that anyways, just in case you're taking a shower or something and the water's coming down. I don't want it to get down inside of there and possibly on the back side of the wall. And it could do that with the grout, depending on how tight the grout is and stuff, especially if you're going to replace that nipple or something like that. Now you've got a gap between your grout that's in there and the nipple. Okay, so I'll fill that up with silicone caulking as well. Wow, see how that craft paper just protected everything. Look at that. Now, if you think you're going to be careful and you're going to just put a couple rows of masking tape around there and go for it, think again. Well, I'm going to wrap things up for now. I think you'll figure out how to grout around a tub, you know, on the top edge here. I'm just going to let that dry and go at it and get it nice and clean looking. And if I need to put a little bit more grout in, I can mix up a little bit more and have at it. Whew. I'm glad that's over with. Well, that's all the time I got for today and tonight. But stick around, I got more videos to come.